know we can't see this very well, but this is where we stopped for the night at the Lakeside Casino RV Park here in Osceola, Iowa. I'm not seeing very well because of this light, but we showed up in the middle of the night, and of course the thing is closed. So what I'm doing is I'm going to look for the drop box and see if there's a mailbox or something, because I read a review that said it's $20 a night, and there's a mailbox so you can drop your $20 in an envelope. So I'm looking for that. So woohoo. It's a nice full moon tonight, and it's weird because we've heard coyotes, right, donkeys? Our first night camping in the 2020 season, the year of the beer flu. Our spot. And our view. What's up, pup? Stella! There's the campground from across the little pond lake thing they have here. But I can see that's not the main lake. Even bigger lake over there where they have the riverboat part of the casino in there. So we got paid up and checked out and everything, and it's kind of weird because the lady at the desk said, oh, you must make a reservation before you can pull in. So the thing we saw in the Google review is probably out of date, or maybe due to the beer flu, and the total cost was $32, which for full hookups, nice night's sleep, it's not bad, I guess. Anyway, ooh, shade. Now we're gonna figure out breakfast and get out of here. There's the old homestead. We're at the intersection of the Jefferson Highway and the Lincoln Highway here in Colo, Iowa. And what do you find here? Cafe, old gas station, and motel. I've been wanting to come here for quite a while. First time here. Great place to stop for lunch, and that's what we're gonna do. This is pretty cool. Got a nice little roadside park here as well. And the Jefferson Highway. It says that marker is actually historic, that it was there for, what, since 1930. Here's the actual intersection. They're working on the Lincoln Highway part. And the roads are all kind of torn up around here. This is the actual marker. There's an old sign. I'm not sure with all the noise if I could be heard. A little walking trail here. Sorry for all the noise. They're rebuilding the bridge here. This is the corner. Neato. And a nice old sign right here for the motel. More views of the motel. And there's the Lincoln Highway marker. Not as old as the Jefferson Highway marker, I don't think. Guess this was originally known as the Lincoln Jefferson gas station. It was also a bus station.
Don't go.
Inside the cafe. We got a nice little display. Pretty cool. Fast food lodging. Lots of old pictures. As I've said, I've been wanting to come to this place for a long time, but don't take my word for anything on how accurate I am, because I may have gotten mixed up where the roads cross and everything. Look at this. I can stand in the middle of the street and nobody will bother me. Woohoo! But yeah, it's definitely a place you have to come visit yourself and see. It's a nice corner. I'm walking down the middle of the road. Now I must find my family and maybe have the obligatory family photos and go on to our next stop. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to silently observe. We didn't make it here in time to go inside. There's a museum inside. Not sure if the hours are different because of the beer flu, but yep. That's the place. So we're here at a memorial called the Day the Music Died, I think. Didn't realize it was this much of a hike. That's not much of a hike. Well, we walked a long way, but here it is. It's a memorial. A memorial for the pilot. There's no plane, just a memorial. The plane is gone. Silly.
What is hard? Corn. It's hard.
You see that? Records?
Mm-hmm. But he died. There's his toothpicks and his money and his necklace. And
Toothpicks,
his
guitar picks. Saya.
Okay.
Silly.
No, I actually saw a guitar pick.
Put a corn.
Mm.
See that? Somebody put a corn. And it looks like he picked it off. Huh? And it looks like
Well, hopefully some of this sunk in some little mines here. That we must continue on with our trip. nice day of checking a few things off my bucket list yesterday. And this morning we find ourselves in Minnesota. Finally, this is where we stayed. We found it on the Googles. We've come out here to let the dongies take care of business. Due to the beer flu, everything is kind of self-check-in these days, but we found that looks like most RV parks are open. Crystal Springs RV Resort. They got this pretty walkway garden area real close to the entrance, which we have to be very careful with the dogs, not to allow them to destroy the flora. But very, very pretty. Nice little shady area. This is our spot. It's a pull through, so it's $40. All full hookups. Here's a view of some of the park. And it's got a nice little lake here, so you know, Minnesota is a land of 1,000 lakes. And here's one of them. We're packing up and getting ready for our next adventure. Woo! Just south of Minneapolis at a Flying J, taking care of the dogs mostly. We accidentally left an upper hatch open, but no damage, so we had to pull off and look at it. And now the missus is lost in the truck stop, and I'm having the kids walk and take care of the dongies, so woohoo! And one of us is taking care of business. Heck of a job, Brownie. It's a very, very busy place. I like to do a walkabout with the dogs. Now I guess for the kids, in places like this. But kind of have to train the kids how to pay better attention sometimes. And impromptu early lunch. Minneapolis.
Most of the prosecutors across this country have been lobbied in for by the police departments. And so there has been collusion in this justice system where police officers, when they commit crimes, such as killing Kobe Heiser, they are above the law, regretfully. This is the reality we live in. And what we're asking for, Minnesotans, is to join us in demanding for justice, in demanding for accountability, in demanding for transparency. Because the reality is, as Tashir was mentioning, when people feel and see the clear injustice, like we saw with what happened to Justine Diamond, guess what? We prosecuted Mohamed Noor, and now he's in prison.
Welcome to Minneapolis. We have arrived. We're here in Nicollet Mall. We are here. We've eaten here before in Duluth, but the Duluth one doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. I don't think anybody understands this reference anymore. It's 1970s.
Uncle Steve can do it. Uncle Steve, do it. Uncle Steve. Try like this.
Show us how to do it again there, Zach. Do it. Oh, I gotta get Saya trying to do it. Then we got Zach doing it. And then we have Mary Tyler Moore doing it. There's Luke.
Mary Taylor Moore. She can turn the world with her smile.
This place is famous.
You know,
It says IDS Center, but I think it's known as a Crystal Court. It's in some movies or something like that. I'm guessing dogs are allowed, since I saw a lady walk out of here with her dog on a leash, so hopefully we'll see. It's kind of noisy and chaotic outside. I just watched the replay of the intro to Mary Tyler Moore, and I'm realizing, yeah, this place has been on a few TV shows, at least that one. This is actually spliced into the intro in quite a few places. So I just looked it up on the intertubes, and this building, the IDS Tower, is the tallest building in Minnesota and was completed in 1972. So the funny thing is, I didn't get in trouble for the dogs. I got in trouble for shooting video inside the IDS Center. I guess they don't like that. I mean, you can shoot pictures of your family and stuff, but if you shoot the actual building, they get... Security guard came after me. So anyway, that was funny. Going to take out the trash. We're in the Northwest Minneapolis KOA. We stayed here 5 years ago. This one was a little more expensive because we had kids with us. They charge more for kids. I wonder why. But it's like $59 a night. There's our spot over there. Letting the donkeys take care of business. Can't make it. Can't make it. KOAs tend to be on the outskirts of town. This one, GPS says it's 19 minutes, but I guess it depends on traffic. 19 minutes from downtown Minneapolis.
I'm coming real quick.
There's the KOA A-frame way over there. And there's where we are. See, I got my bozo ears again this morning. But we'll get underway and head into town for the day and then head on. Woohoo! We decided we're gonna stop here at the Walker, but we don't have enough time to go in, so we're gonna go check out the Cherry. There's the famous Cherry, and there's kiddos with cherries in their mouths. And Luke. Obligatory family photo time. This is the world famous Minneapolis cherry. Oftentimes you see pictures of this city, you see pictures of this. Kansas City is known for its shuttlecock at the Nelson Art Museum, and Minneapolis is known for this. I'm going to try and pronounce this without butchering the name. Claes Oldenburg and Kuzja van Bruggen. It's called Spoon Bridge and Cherry. And basically, it's pop art from the 1960s. This one is called Empire by Eva Rothschild. Got dizzy, huh?
There you go, Luke. Perfect, Lucian. Look at you, Luke. Look at
Some of these are hard to mimic. It's hard.
This is the way.
This is the way to mimic this one.
Saya. Yes. Saya.
You know, this one's called Mother and Child. Which one uses the mother and which one uses the child? No answer on that one. Yes, there is an art museum attached to the Minneapolis Sculpture Garden, but unfortunately, we don't really have the time to go inside it. What are you looking at, Saya? Gesundheit. A ballerina. How do you know it's a ballerina? It looks like she's doing another kind of dance.
Because that is ballet.
Show me again. Kiddos are going up the zigzaggy trail. Up to the top of that hill there. Woohoo! Upper view of the switchback trail. Saya, being the old social animal always, has found another friend.
Visiting family?
No.
No, just for a trip. Yeah.
I am
Or
fast.
just say it again.
I am fast.
You're fast.
The dogs have found their spot. Right spot. Another spot.
Stella, Bella.
Stella.
Say it again. Really? And what else?
Stella.
And?
Oh.
What else you got to say there, Stella? Woof, 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 woof. This is what Stella does when she's happy. Really? You gonna roll in the grass? Come on, roll in the grass. Come on. Come on, Stella. This is what Jimmy does when he's happy. Right, Jim? Are you happy? Happy pup? I don't know what we're walking into here. Wow, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. I just heard my name called, so I guess I gotta go. That is so cool to look at. It's amazing. We found more switchbacks in grass. It's like a maze.
Grass. It's a maze. It's an art. I can see Zach's head.
And we've made it to the top of the mountain. There's a view of the Walker, part of the Minneapolis skyline. Yeah, great views up here. Taking a breath. I hope I'm not sitting on art.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get our obligatory pictures here.
Where?
You want me to take my mask off? All right. More pictures, pictures, pictures. I'm walking through
I'm taking
the colored rocks. Colored rocks. Oh no.
We just popped out of the rock.
Can we do that again, Lucian?
Colored rocks. We're at the Minneapolis riverfront, and I want to get a picture back there, but I record sound, and there's a lousy food truck over there messing up the audio with this loud generator. This is the old mill park, and you go down, it's pretty awesome. Look at all that remains of the old riverfront.
The duck? Yeah, it's a duck. Yeah, there's the nanya.
Mississippi River. This is such a nice evening. Coming over the river here. I don't know how I'm doing with this wind.
Lucian!
It makes sense now. This is the Great Northern Railway, which is the headquarters city of the Great Northern. That is this Stone Arch Bridge. You get a nice sweep of the view here. Falls. And then the locks here, so boats can get through. It's a pretty massive construction there. I guess it was finished in 1950. Apologies to the wind boys. That sock on this wireless mic doesn't want to stay on, so I put it in my pocket so I don't lose it. Got to tape it, but couldn't find any tape, so oh well, you do what you can. Getting one last view of this nice, beautiful evening. See the fam over here, they left me behind. It's me and my picture taking habit. And gonna go to our next place. Made it to Duluth. Oops. We're here at Indian Point Campground. Getting into our morning routine. We've been chillaxing on this trip, really enjoying, and saw this online, thought we'd give this place a try. There's the front office. This place is surrounded by water. You can see a little bit over there. This is our spot right here with dogs. About 46 a night, the missus tells me, because she's the one that checked it out on the Google, so I found it and she booked it. It's another view. A lot of tent campers. Oh, and there's no sewer. I haven't seen anybody with any sewer. There's a dump station at the end. There's a walking trail right behind our camper where you can see the water, sort of, through the trees. Come on, doggies. Come on. Gimme. I am not even going to attempt that. That's sort of a map there. And we're somewhere in here. And there's even a dock or a pier. You can go out and look at the water. Be careful here. The end is kind of messed up. Whoa! As I almost fall into the water. Woohoo! The St. Louis River. It leads to the twin ports of Duluth and Superior. Duluth, Minnesota, and Superior, Wisconsin. What do you think, Jim? What do you think? Stella's just cautiously checking out her surroundings. Where's Jimmy going, huh? And we've come back out to the campground. We're way on the other side. We've made it. We're here to the aerial lift bridge here in Duluth, Minnesota. And there's the view the other way. I see that. I watch out from my workstation every morning because it's got the world's most beautiful sunrises, in my opinion. It's going up.
Full height of 135 feet. The illuminator lift bridge is lifting to its full height because the Jefferson Highway is expected to be departing from the Duluth ship now within the next 10 to 20 minutes.
Here comes it looks like a fishing boat coming in, or a pleasure boat, taking advantage of the lift from the Roosevelt block, which is coming around the corner. Can you see, Luke? Can you see?
Yes! Looks like they're coming back. And they're putting... Looks like it's gonna rain.
Good afternoon, visitors. Right now, coming to the Duluth ship canal, we have the Joseph L. Block.
Wave.
Powered vessel built for inland fleet and was named in honor of Mr. Joseph Leopold Block, former president, CEO, and chairman of the board for Inland Steel. She was originally built for the Inland Steel Company for $17 million. Her intended route was between Escanaba, Michigan, and Inland Steel sales
So is that better in real life? Much more dramatic. There's our ship outbound way out there. And we walked out to the lighthouse. Us and our crew. I'm looking over the lake. Ooh.
Oh my God.
There's a view down the canal with the wind blowing like crazy. And another view of that lighthouse. And looking out over Duluth. Yeah, now we're walking on the bridge.
Let them go first.
Pretty cool. It'd be fun to be on this when it goes up. Good views of the ships going under. Bridge is going up for a small boat over here. There's our boat going under the bridge.
Oh, there's just one in that little
You usually see them gather like 5 or more at a time, so the bridge doesn't have to go up so much. Coming back. Now we're walking the other way. Oh, there's a sailboat coming. On the other side, there's 2 boats coming. Cascading. Oh, they'll wait. Keep going, Luke. Keep going. Don't fall in the water. You'll become a merman. The end, finally. The end. Woohoo! Get another view of the bridge from here. Pretty neat. We are going to attempt to ride that. The missus will join us as soon as she puts the dogs up. Well, we're trying. Now we gotta find the missus. And we got Luke in the seat in front of us.
Oh, almost turned.
The most important part, the navigator, right, Luke? Well, everybody's going in and out that way. So let's go in and out that way.
Well, Ken.
Watch it. You don't have to watch it.
Saya, you gotta.
Okay, those people are
Drive. Saya will not get hit in the. Why are we driving so fast?
Come on. Because that's what it does. That's what it's supposed to.
Let's test our horn.
Aruga.
It's ready to go.
I think we can duck in up here. See what this thing looks like at night. Pretty awesome. Anchors away, and the doggies are disappearing. Huh? Where do you think you're going? Stella, where do you think you're going, huh? Picture. We had a nice little lake treat, and now we're walking. It started raining. The weather feels really good. Temperatures are really good, although we have some severe weather coming in. I hope that doesn't affect us tonight. Anyway, We are the last ones in the parking lot. Getting the bridge and Navion at night. It's time to go and turn in for the night. We got a tour boat and 2 sailboats. There's our tour boat. Another sailboat. And a speedboat, but they don't have to lift the bridge for that one. And the bridge is coming down. We're going to attempt to tour the SS Kids Free. No, it's the William A. Irvin. But they're sold out, so we're just going to go in the gift shop, which is free. Woohoo! Mask required.
Which way should we go?
Straight. The only way you can go. You're here in the ship store. You can get in the ship. But the ship store is free. Got displays.
Let's get out here.
Uh-huh. And of course, the store. It's disappointing we didn't get to go in, but we got some of our maggots for the fridge. But that's the ship over there, the William A. Irvin. Actually, that's a better view of it. No light poles in the way. Yes, I would say that a lot of things have limited capacity due to the beer flu, so that's why we failed on the Irvin. But we're going to see if we can catch another ship that's due in. Looks like the bridge is going up. Back down. All right, the bridge is going up again. Waiting for the last of the pedestrians to get off the bridge. Going up. Woohoo.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna watch the boat though.
deep is it? How deep is it? How deep is it? feel like that'd be great. That's a really big one. Oh, I don't think that part.
Not right now.
I want to learn about this one. I want to learn this one.
Starting. What's that? Like a parade. Boat parade. Yep, still coming. More coming in. And that was a big one. The boat parade. And all the people who just come to watch a boat. Watch the ships come in. Leaving people up on the walls. Bridge is coming down. After ship watching, you gotta have some ice cream, right? And a few words. It's terrible. Attempt at the William A. Irvin, part 2. Let's see if we can get it on it this time. Propeller. And a train somewhere. There's the line. It is not meant to be, disappointed children. The reason they're saying, and they won't have any tourists until next Friday, so that'll be way beyond our time. But the reason they're saying is because of the lightning. Since the ship is made out of metal, it's one big lightning rod. They don't want people to be on the ship when lightning hits it. So I guess we'll try the trains. Maybe the trains will get struck by lightning too. It's a pretty intense thunderstorm coming in, actually. It's really a strong thunderstorm coming in. A boom! Pretty dramatic picture here with this thunderstorm. We're trying to make it to the train station. But we have to come downtown. We sought the cover of the skywalks because of this thunderstorm that's coming in. And train station is right ahead, but we're trying to keep ourselves dry and our stuff dry. And here we are under this awning, waiting for it to stop. should stop pretty soon. Rain, rain, go away. And the stupid thing is we left our raincoats and umbrellas in the Navion. So we're gonna make a run for it? Yeah, we're gonna make a run for it. All right, let's go. It's raining. It's pouring. Let's see if there's any shelters over here.
I just tried. Good. Here's wet. It looks like this one. What?
Made it all this way in the rain and fail. But the museum is free, so that's worth it, I guess. The museum. This is a really cool museum, and it's worth the cost of admission because they said it's a celebration of their reopening. I guess probably because of the situation. Trains. And this situation is probably the reason why we're having such a hard time getting tickets to anything. I don't know if I can fit through here. I'm too fat with this bag. Mine. It was this backpack I was wearing. That's it. That's it. That's the reason I couldn't fit in there. That's why.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a dining car. Lots of great exhibits on the iron ore mining operations around here. Inside the RPO car, Railway Post Office, where they would sort the mail and deliver it at the stations on the way. Oh no. In the caboose.
Help Saya. Go to the bathroom, Zach.
Oh great, let's talk about that now.
This is where they get the stuff.
Capable of developing over 6,000 horsepower, she made routine work of handling 180 to 190 car trains weighing more than 18,000 tons. And evaporated water.
Yep, the wheels are really moving. It's part of the display.
Oh shoot. That's scary.
Now the high wall signals.
And look inside the firebox here.
27 begins the last leg of her round trip.
Are you the engineer, Luke? Are you driving this thing? I think you're a little short. Your feet are not even touching the pedals.
Wheel set number
What?
1.
It has pedals?
No, it doesn't.
Drive wheel set number 2 on.
Uh-oh, this one's on!
Yep.
Number 227 was one of 18 Yellowstone.
Photo, Miss Solution, while working on the train. Miss Saya working on the train. Uh-oh, conductor they are. Woo, 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 woo.
There's one of my favorites, GP30. There's just way too much in here to put in one video, so you just have to see it for yourself. One last look at the depot before we go.
Do not eat, do not touch.
Downtown Duluth. Another view of the bridge.
Oh, what is this?
And there's the harbor. Oops, excuse me, big boat.
you can see those giant fish
of America. We had to do it. There's a huge amusement park in the middle of the mall, which it looks like it might be open on a limited basis. Yep, it's definitely open. Oh no. Wow. It just goes on forever and ever. It's the never-ending mall. Wow. And somewhere in this mall is my wife. and grandniece. There's the shopaholics.
Show yours, Saya. Those are Saya. And are his. First.
We got our Champagne fire builders building a fire here while I supervise. Now, don't burn yourselves, kiddos.
We know. Luke, Auntie Ann said don't do it.
Luke, I said observe only. Scintillating stuff, isn't it, doggies? I think we have a fire.
No.
Fire burns.
Stella's
Alright, I think it might be safe to say, and not premature, that they got it going. This is our camp. This is the campground. In low light. And this is behind our camper where the kiddos are trying to make the fire with a little help and supervision from us.
You're still eating.
Oh, I got
Alright,
chocolate.
I'm just trying to burn the.
kind of our first solo attempt at s'mores. Are they good, Zach?
Yeah.
It's on fire.
Just let it burn.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what Saya's doing.
You can have your own fire.
Yummy?
I got to the chocolate part.
Gross. Don't talk with your mouth full. And I'm sure Luke's got it all over his face.
Can
Luke,
I use that?
Look. Is it good?
Yeah.
I think this operation is a success. I might have me a s'more, maybe.
Right, Auntie?
I don't need it.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's like, I'm gonna
Is there more trash? What do you call that?
Coyotes.
Poke you in the back. That's somebody in the back.
I didn't feel anything.
It was like right. I saw an arm reaching up here.
Oh yeah, I did feel it. And the head came out and like a monster head.
Oh my god.
It was a monster.
Was it a human finger?
Was it a human finger?
It was a monster finger.
I just felt like there was an air. Like I was standing there and I felt like there was a breeze that just went past me. I thought Lucian felt it, but I was the one got poked in. And then you also got poked too?
Yeah. Even it poked me right here. The monster. There's so many monsters.
When you got poked, like.
I didn't do that. Man,
What?
somebody poked me like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody did.
What? Go to sleep. You just poked me? I was just standing there and someone poked me. Where? It's raining. That's so weird.
Right there.
Well, maybe the tornado hit it.
Driving through a disaster area here in eastern Iowa. Big major storm came through. We barely missed it. We decided to stay one more night in Duluth, and it was really stormy there, but nothing like here. We heard people in RVs were blown away. If we hadn't decided to stay one more night and try and ride the ship and the train, then we might have been involved in this too.
Somebody that went off-road. Look, Zach, outside. Look at there.
It's another 18-wheeler.
Just wait, it's coming up. There you go. It's an
Yeah,
18-wheeler.
another 18-wheeler.
Yikes.
The governor has declared eastern Iowa a disaster area. I hope it's not a disaster area where we're going. There's another 18-wheeler right over there. Matter of fact, we heard about it when the last place we checked in, St. Paul, said they had some cancellations due to the fact that one person's RV was in a cornfield and another RV was found in a house. The lady said nobody was in the RVs at the time, so nobody was hurt, but I guess that could have been us. We've made it to Fort Madison, Iowa, with quite a nice view at our campground. We're at a place called Duck Haven RV Campground, and they say it's $25 a night. We're yet to get the owner of the place to come out. He said he's coming out and we can pay him. He comes. But I love the proximity to the trains. It's kind of out here, but it's actually close to town. And the tracks are just over there beyond the corn. And I think the doggies love it. Don't you, dogs? Huh? I had a very pleasant experience here at Duck Haven RV Campground in Fort Madison, Iowa. It's more or less a privately owned park. The main business of the owner is not really running an RV campground. And I got to talking to him. We had a lot of common interests. And the cost was $25 for one night, full hookups. It's in the real close to the Mississippi River. It's right next to, it's got its own little pond. And you have to like trains because there's a lot of trains, but I happen to like them. They soothe me. They make me want to sleep when I hear them. The train whistles in the night. And just getting a little tour of the campground. I'm very happy we could find it on Google. It didn't want to show up at first, but once it showed up, we made a call. The owner does have another separate line of work, so you have to call him when he's available. There's people who use this as kind of a vacation getaway, like a summer home. So there's some people who work, and this is not their main home, and they live in a trailer while they're working, or an RV while they're working. And the owner has a cabin on the property, and he has a house separate from here where he lives. And there's going to be a bar here. I've been told that a neighbor is building a bar. That must be that building right there on the corner. And yeah, it was a really nice stay and really good people. It was one of these things you dream about finding, and we found it, and we're going to put it on our list. Maybe when we're planning our trips, we can plan around these nice little places to stay. Anyway, we're going into Fort Madison to fulfill a couple of items on my bucket list. I'm here in Fort Madison, Iowa to fulfill 2 items on my bucket list. The first, of course, is this is a great train watching hotspot. Like some of the most scenic areas in the country, I think, for trains. Second is this diner right here on the corner called the Fort Diner. I first saw it on one of my many Amtrak trips. The train comes right by the diner here. And I've always vowed I wanted to eat in this diner, so hopefully I get to fulfill my my dream here. Here's the Fort Diner.
I got a feather on my head too.
Can you smile? You're taking.
I'm taking her hand. Alright, we have food. If I can tilt down.
How do we eat?
That monstrosity is the Wally burger.
Be very careful.
And that's my steak and eggs. And Saya has a barbecue beef burger. Scratched off my bucket list. And when I got to talking to the people inside, I believe they said it was placed here in 1941. It was brought in by the railroad. And it's a Butler building, which I believe Butler Manufacturing is based in Kansas City now. I don't know if they've always been. And it's the oldest continuously operated diner in the state of Iowa. And we're gonna go walk around a little bit and see the scenery and see some trains and then head on out to our next place. We're walking between the depots. This is the other side that you see from the camera. And my wimpy family can't handle the heat. But yeah, nice town. This one here is a museum, but I'm having my doubts as to whether they're open. Found the perfect place for the kids. Now the wife and I can go into town. Woo! Stay in there. Stay in there. Alright, you're supposed to play the harmonica.
What?
You're supposed to play the harmonica when you're in jail. That's where we were just now. Be nice if the train would come by from up here. But I think the missus is in a hurry to get back, so the fun is over for now. You guys look like bugs from up here. What a beautiful spot. I wish we could come here every day. A virtual rail fan train cam is a wonderful thing, but it's no substitute for actually being here. What a great place. Oh, the sound is my new Crocs. I wore the wrong shoes for this. Whoever thought train watching would be so tiring. I just talked to somebody named Andy in the depot. I think he's the head volunteer, runs the place. And he really gave you good access and told a lot of good stories. Very interesting guy. And we went out on the porch and watched trains and really enjoyed it. So highly recommend it. The museum is should donate to the museum. They need the donation. And unfortunately, those whistles you hear, I don't know why, noisemakers we got for the children. I don't think we're gonna do good with that.
Is it deep? See, there's a train.
Here's a train.
A yellow train.
A yellow train.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo. Don't know if this is kosher, but a hot day.
Let's call this place.
I know it's not kosher. There's no waiting. I think it's the dreaded obligatory family photo time. But that is the Mississippi River right there. On these vacations, I hardly ever get a chance to do what I'm doing right now. Just to walk downtown quietly and peacefully, enjoying the old architecture. We're in downtown Fort Madison. I would take this over any mall or Walmart any day. Ah, nice. There's just so much more to see in these places. You can only take it slow and easy. Or as we say, take it sleazy. I'm actually on a mission to pick up the Navion and go to the Dollar General where the missus is buying some supplies. But I'm just taking advantage of the time to get a nice view of downtown Fort Madison with the doggies. Right, dogs? Right, dogs? I don't need to miss where I parked the Navion and keep on walking. I might be apt to do that. Come on, doggies. Dogs have found a friend at a Sears that's closing. Sears hometown. Which is a sad thing. See that kind of thing going away, but oh well. Amazon and internet is where everybody's shopping these days. And I'm afraid the beer flu situation is not helping things either. Beer flu. You know, we might be passing into another era, just like this era has seen better days, but you know, the new things aren't always better. I still dream of places like this. This is where I want to spend my time. And I'm looking at this storefront here. It's got a nice Art Deco facade on it. Doesn't look like there's anything in the storefront. It's probably an old department store or drugstore. And look at that building on the corner. Lee County Savings Bank. But she has a nice big old safe in there. This must be like a Victorian block. It's a nice warm day too. But anyway, I see a theater way down there. Can't zoom very well with this camera. There's a theater way down at the end. Fox Theater. But there's where the Navion is parked. We're back at where we started. The diner. And the fort. And I've been told that the diner was actually put in there in 1946. So, after the war. Which makes sense. They put up these little prefab diners for returning soldiers that had money and, you know, considered it a business opportunity. So, eat the fort, which we did. So I think we've done Fort Madison. I think it's time to get the Navion started and go on to our next place, which we hope maybe by tonight is Hannibal, Missouri. So, woohoo!
See, get real close now. We're on track too. We got to use our gas to go down there. Well, I haven't did as many steam engine tours now that they got that virtual rail feed.
Crossed the bridge in a car before. It's a toll bridge, by the way. We have some luck. Ooh, this is scary.
What's scary?
There's a kink in the bridge. There, it's 15 feet 2 inches.
Do we have to pay
Mm-hmm.
right now?
Mm-hmm.
Until we go out.
No, we're here right now. Wow, this is beautiful. How beautiful it is.
Welcome to Illinois.
Illinois. Free toll, no toll. Alright, I guess we don't have to pay.
Can I take a photo of this?
Yeah. Except there's cars right behind us. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what the lady said. If you go up the bridge, it's breathtaking.
Fort Madison Swing Bridge.
Yep, breathtaking. That's what the lady was saying. Like, you guys need to go up the bridge. Wow, look at that, you guys.
Oh. This is a really old school bridge.
Wish we can take a photo. We're down the bridge already.
Yeah, well, there's nowhere to really take the photos. We made a wrong turn. We didn't intend on making a wrong turn, but we did. We ended up in Nauvoo, Illinois, which is a historic place. I don't remember this part of Nauvoo. It has an actual downtown. I think maybe we've missed the actual historic part of Nauvoo. There's downtown Nauvoo. Yeah. Breakfast 7 to 10. Hotel Nauvoo. This is pretty neat. There's the Mormon temple right there. And here's a steep hill.
Kids, is the water pump on or off? Is the water pump on or off?
Let's see if we can drive through here a little bit.
Why are you driving?
We're in Old Nauvoo. Used to come here. My Boy Scout troop was based in an RLDS church, and so we used to come here every other year, and they'd make sure we'd come and visit Nauvoo.
Take photos here quick.
Wagon tour of Old Nauvoo. Old Nauvoo.
Wanna take a picture here? We can?
Maybe.
Like the old.
But, yeah, it's like Arrow Rock, Missouri. Except bigger. Much bigger.
Gunsmith. Gunsmith. Post office. You wanna wave? Wave! Wave! Hey, Zach, say a wave. Are you guys waving? Look, there's another people here. Wave! Wave!
Looks like they're all closing up shop.
Wave! We should come down and take photos. We have restrooms. Dang, we should just have came down here faster. Could have taken photos.
We came late, but we didn't know that we were this close to Nauvoo. Messiah just wanted to know if she could take a picture with you guys.
Yeah, we can take a quick picture. We're
Okay.
going to start a video tour, but
Okay, you want to stand there, Saya, so I can take a photo?
hey.
How about you, Lucian? Go, Lucian. Aww.
Mask. Photo. Picture, picture.
All right, I got it. Thank
We wish we could talk more.
They used to come here every year when I was in Boy Scouts. It was like a mandatory thing since we were based in an RLDS church, now called Community of Christ. But yeah, this is a neat place to visit. Yeah, you just can't really capture the scope of this town in one little video, especially with a wide angle lens on this camera, but it's like visiting somewhere in the early 1800s, and it's very, very well done, and it's worth to come here. I did dumb me. I just didn't even think about it. Probably could spend half our day here, but oh well. We're going to Hannibal, so. Waking up in Mark Twain cave campground here in Hannibal, Missouri. $37 for full hookups, but we made a discovery. This has never happened before. You can see the distance between the water electric and the sewer is much greater than we have length in our pipes for. Either we can have electric and we're all the way extended out, or we can have sewer. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to find room for a little bit of an extension, even though this may never happen again. I don't know. But now that I wake up and I see we're butted up against the woods and looks like a creek over here, and it's very quiet and peaceful. Though after having 70, 60 degree nights, we come into Missouri, it's buggy and humid and very warm, so welcome to misery.
There's a river down there.
No, it's not a river, it's a creek. Did you hear that hoot owl last night?
Yeah, I did. It was making the warning that the dragons were coming back.
Oh no, it's just doing that what an owl does. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Saya thinks she's a cat. And now we're gonna go do laundry. Woohoo!
But we don't have the
Laundry. Yep, we got our sewer pipe situation worked out. I went to the front office and told them the situation, and they told me to talk to their volunteer maintenance guy, and he had an extra one and he loaned it to us, so woohoo! Mark Twain touring around trying to figure out what we're gonna do. And we're coming up on Huck Finn's house. We just started out in the information welcome center, and now doing our tour. Huckleberry Finn. Low clearance. Ooh, that is low. Yikes. I'm not that tall, and I'm almost touching the ceiling with my head. Little Huckleberry Finn was a guy by the name of Tom Blankenship. And here's Huck Finn's house. So we brought our dogs when we probably should have left them in the RV with the generator and the air on, but kind of far to walk back, so I'm having to go check on them while we do this part, and then I guess we'll get them and finish the rest of the tour. Because they keep on barking at passersby. I think the children see them and have to try and go up to them, and they're leashed in a good area, but they're making plenty of noise. Oh, they're gone. So I think the missus has them. Yep, she's got the dog, so I can finish my tour. It says continue your tour up the stairs. So here we go. There's the back side of the house. It's this door, they mean. Don't hit that wall. There we go. And Mark Twain is in every room. And here's their kitchen. And this display talks a lot about slavery and the views on slavery. And the backside view of the dining room. Not doing this in order and kind of playing hopscotch with some people. Rather than rush them, I'm skipping rooms they're in and then coming back. And a bedroom. I like this stove. It's a way to keep the room warm in the winter. Here's the Mark Twain Street with the Mark Twain boyhood home. The fence that was whitewashed in the stories. And there's the Becky Thatcher house where we're going next. Mark Twain's father's law office. And then the house they had to move to, the house and store.
We considered him.
Becky Thatcher House.
That's what he said. For the stories he told were particularly.
The kids listening to the
But
real
he
Becky
had a
Thatcher.
drawling, appealing voice.
There's Sam Clemens and Laura Hawkins. The drugstore where Sam Clemens' father worked to support the family. So like anything, I could only get a glimpse of the stuff that I shot with the video. There's just too much to see and do to do it even in one sitting or to watch it on video, but just a taste, so you have to come here for yourself and see it. We have to come back someday. Got a lot of steps to climb to get to the top. Now hold on, first off, there's a train. Gotta get the train. Woo! And there's a nice view of Hannibal. And we're at the footing of an old bridge that's been demolished. Built in 1935. Demolished in 2001. The old Mark Twain Memorial Bridge. With a view of the Mississippi River. Just came over here to get a break from the stairs. Man, it's amazing how heavy your legs start to feel. Stairs, I tell you, are the best exercise. But they are very hard. And we got more of them to go. It's like a stairway to heaven. Woohoo! And you might wonder why I might get more of this stuff than of the actual museum. Well, it's because museums are sort of hard to shoot, make interesting. But this stuff is just so much easier to get. Because, you know, camera loves action and scenery. It doesn't love pictures and walls. And this doesn't discourage from seeing the museum. It's quite interesting. But you just have to more or less see it for yourself. The video won't do it justice. It'll just be boring. But this, watching me putz up these stairs, now that's fun. More stairs for an old man. Oh, are we there yet? No. Just a few more steps to go. Oh, here's a break area. Well, I guess I better try and finish this or I'm going to be left behind by the family, of course. Oh man, is it me? Or are these stairs getting steeper towards the end? There's a lighthouse up here. I made it! I made it! Woohoo! I'm alive! With a great view of the Mississippi River.
What?
And a good view of the town. The kids are fighting over who's the winner of the stair climb challenge that the missus gave them. Saya. I think Saya
No, it's Lucian.
and Lucian tied.
Stay on top. You're the winner. One step ahead.
Whatever.
Okay, then you guys switch.
The champion?
Yeah.
You gotta do your Rocky. You did a bunch of stairs. Da, 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 da. Both hands up in the air. Come on, both hands. Da, da, da. You've never seen Rocky, have you? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Do the Rocky. Both hands in the air like this. And the fists. Make fists. There you go. Da, 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 da.
And what does Saya do? Just do that, Saya. On the other side, just do that.
Da, 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 da. So it's the Mark Twain Memorial Lighthouse, erected here on the 100th anniversary of his birth. It's a purely a symbolic, not really a functional lighthouse. I'm going to have a sit. A sit and a breath. And enjoy the view. The view. Coffee. Finally. A nice place with nice atmosphere. Pretty cool. We're saying bye to Hannibal. See you later, Hannibal. Columbia, Missouri. favorite coffee shop in Columbia. Coffee. Blender. Yum, it's good. We have Luke and his steamer. It's good, Luke? Thumbs up. Every time we come to Columbia, we come here. Lakota coffee. We stayed in the St. Louis area last night in an RV park. It was a kind of a fail. Expensive fail. No amenities. Nothing. Then we tried to do the Arch. Another fail. Don't try to do St. Louis in an RV. Especially these days. It's a mess down there. Got it, Luke? Yeah, I like that place. Good place. Lakota. The kids are talking to their mom. To visit.
I do.
Can you see?
Yeah, you're like the weirdest photo bomber I've ever seen. We are making custom face masks. Always love this sign, this facade on this store here. Broadway Street on Columbia, Missouri. It's actually changed a lot over the years. Seems like they're tearing down a lot of it to build high-priced apartments for rich college students. Here's another store we always visit when we come here. There's another great sign. Here's a place I used to come all the time for shows. Well, not all the time. When I could. The Blue Note. Place across the street used to be a coffee house. Now it's empty and for lease. I used to get to come to Columbia maybe once or twice a year. More if I were lucky. This way. We're going this way. But it's kind of similar to now. Once or twice a year. We always come in here to Aardvarks. Like this store. Another good place. We always come to visit, spend money in, and have little mementos to take home with us. Now we got some dragons for the kiddos. Alright, we're heading home, I think. Leaving Columbia. Just about 3 hours from home, so... Oh, we're going this way. Watch around the corner. 3 hours from home, so... I guess this is it. Let's unpack and go back to work. Ugh. back from our vacation and winding down from trying to get back into the routine. It's still the weekend, so my week begins at midnight. Woohoo! And I just want to conclude. We went to Columbia, but I accidentally deleted the video, so I was going to use that one as the end, but maybe not. It's not the best way to end it. Maybe just talk about a little. I'm gonna go get some coffee, even though I need to go to bed pretty soon. But anyway, this was kind of our COVID Upper Midwest vacation. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, the beer flu situation, Upper Midwest vacation. You know, a lot of things were closed. A lot of things were narrowed down. You know, like you couldn't get on. Things were restricted so that you had to kind of get up pretty early in the morning to be able to ride a boat or get on a train or something, because they booked up really fast. And but you know, we didn't need to do any of that. We just enjoyed getting out, and that was really the point, was before things start to get really bad again, which I think they will, or the second wave is coming. Before all that happens, we wanted to just kind of get away from the work, get away from the routine, get away from ourselves for a little while, and try and do it safely and social distance. I checked off a few things on my bucket list, you know, like the Colo Corner and the day the music died, and most of the rest of it was, you know, just kind of like for the kids to enjoy, and I think they had fun. I think they really enjoyed it. We went to Hannibal, that was fun. We went to St. Louis, that was no fun at all. And Columbia was fine. But Minneapolis was great. Minneapolis is a much better city than St. Louis by far. St. Louis is very tourist unfriendly, especially in some of the areas that are the biggest attractions. Nowhere to park, everything's under construction. Every time I go to St. Louis, it's always under construction. The roads are terrible. There's no parking anywhere, and what parking there is usually $8, and there's not even a person in there, and they have a big sign that says, "Oh, by the way, your car will probably be broken into by the time you get back, so hide all your valuables." And I'm like, what's the point of even paying any money to park here then? I mean, where's the money going? The parking lot is crap. There's nobody there watching it. Yada yada, kvetch kvetch. I just gotta learn my lesson. I only go to St. Louis when I have to. I don't need to go there for like fun, because it is no fun. I go through there on Route 66, and that's about it. But everything else was great, and there are a lot of friendly people out there, and a lot of people just, you know, bearing with the situation and doing the best they can. I mean, a lot of things were closed up, but then it kind of makes you realize you didn't need those things anyway. And you know, those things that closed up, and they may stay closed. They may never come back. People will be like, well, you know, you go on vacation and they offer you all these little amenities, but all it does is drive up the price. We had just as much fun without them, you know. And to me, vacations are about exploring and enjoying and getting out of yourself and doing things you couldn't do at home. And you know, I know where there's swimming pools at home, and if I don't go visit a swimming pool at home, why would I go visit a swimming pool in a campground or at a hotel? You know, there's no need for it. So anyway, that's that. We had a lot of fun. We enjoyed it, and so now I'm gonna relax a little after doing a few errands and go home and get ready for work. Woohoo! Oh boy. Steamer.